Hi, morning. I don't know what happened, but I think we just got kicked out. Let's just wait for Karen to come back. Let's try again. Morning.
Gosh, I don't know what happened there. Just cut me off.
I got a notification that somebody else with the same account started another webinar, something like that. So I don't know. I just
Yes.
got kicked out. So yeah. How are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm good, and you?
Good, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
the light.
Okay. All
Oh,
right. Oh gosh. Okay, I can see we've got a few people on. I just want to see. Sorry, it's my second time just doing this for Angela. I want to just make sure that I can actually give you hosting rights, and then we can share
yes.
the screen.
Awesome. That would
So
be great. Yeah.
make sure I can do that.
Okay.
Here we go. I've made you host.
Got
And
it.
you just
Awesome.
test and see if you can share your screen. It should be able to. So I'm sure
Okay.
you've done this millions of times.
I have.
Yes, I'm
Let me
sure.
just quickly do that.
Gosh.
Okay. Just quickly get to the right app. There we go.
Oh, you're nice and busy, Melanie. You can see
Very,
obviously a lot going on, right?
yeah. Yeah, I'm in between our Africa travel, the trade show. So
Right.
that's why I'm just flipping in between applications because that's also a virtual show.
Mm,
So it's been quite interesting to, chat to all the people all over the world to see how things are. And I think I must really say it, we are so fortunate here in South Africa.
yeah.
Whoever has not thought this thought, we
Mm,
really, really are. I've had the most frustrating conversations yesterday with people from Europe. Not frustrating, but just I felt so for them. They were really, it's really at the very bottom of motivation and they can't travel. Like in the UK, it's illegal to travel at the moment. So
yeah.
at least we can travel. And also the lockdowns that they have and had for such a long time, plus it's winter, it's absolutely horrific, and we've got now level 1, yay.
Yeah, I
And
know. Good news.
we just need to continue wearing our masks and just hang in there. But yeah, it could be so much worse, guys. So I
Yeah.
really, really think we are so fortunate. Plus, we've got summer. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been it's been a big eye opener. It was actually very good to see.
Yeah, I know that in the UK, I mean, places like hairdressers, they're not allowed to do, they're closed. Restaurants,
Oh, yeah.
they're all suffering big time. People are not allowed to move around. And and
Exactly.
I think we all live in this bubble. We don't realize without, you watch news, but like, nothing's really changed. But I never realized that they're actually in such a deep, hard lockdown,
They
UK
are.
at the moment. They
They are.
um, just to, and on the other hand, you also see them making plans for their summer holidays, where they're going to go to. But
Well,
I don't know
yeah,
what will happen. Yeah.
that's exactly the thing. So now they tell everybody don't come to Southern Africa because it's high risk. Meanwhile, look at us.
Okay. We
So they
actually
tell
did.
them, yeah, they tell them travel in Europe. And Italy is in a hard lockdown. Everybody is like, and I'm like, guys. So
Yeah.
anyhow, some things don't make sense. But yeah, we're really fortunate here.
Yeah. So when you do this online, this virtual training, obviously you've got people from all over the world joining you.
Yes. So you set your appointments up and you set
Yeah.
them up. So it's every 15 minutes, a 15-minute appointment. So it's quite hectic. You can change, you can open up your own slots, arrange your own slots, and then you can choose who you want to meet with. So today I've already met with people from India, from Dubai. What else? South Africa. Yesterday was Germany, Italy, France. So it's been a really good mix. And then the US is coming next week. So it's good. It's good to reconnect with the travel trade.
Awesome. And then with the US, what times do you do it? Do you obviously have to do it different times, late afternoon, evening?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
just
So this week is actually Australia, New Zealand, and all of that. So the show starts at 4 o'clock in the morning. But
wow.
this year, last year, I did my first meeting at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got up at 3 to get ready for my meeting. Kids still
Yeah.
sleeping, all of that. But this year, honestly, I'm not focusing on Australia so much because it hasn't been a major source of income for most of my clients. The clients that I do represent during that show. And secondly, Australia will still take quite a long time to recover. So my earliest meeting was only at 7 yesterday, so that was fine. And then
Yeah.
the US is next week, so my meetings start from 5 p.m. and then my latest at this stage I think is 10:30 at night or something like that.
Mhm.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Last year I met up until midnight, so it's, you're like a zombie and you lie in bed and you're just like dreaming of all these luckily beautiful places, but still it's quite hectic. So
Yeah.
this year it's a bit more balanced, but it's good and people do appreciate it that you meet them within their time zones.
Yeah.
It's actually very clever. It's actually very smart. And it's quite funny, last year when we did it, we had winter in South Africa and they had summer. So I was talking to a guy from Israel sitting there in aircon because it was so hot outside and I'm freezing. And now it's
Freezing.
the other way around. People are like, oh, you're wearing a dress, you're in
Yeah.
summer. Yeah. So it's quite cool. It's amazing how you can be connected with technology. And also now, you guys who are all joining now as we are chatting along, you're from all over. So it's actually great. I know we all miss the physical contact and the
Mm.
muffins that are being put on in front of
Yes.
you on the table for trainings
Yeah.
and the sweets during workshops. But I think for now, I think we're just making the best of it. And I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah.
everybody is joining this morning and we still can connect. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're very fortunate with technology. Imagine this was 10 years ago.
Oh
Even probably
gosh.
5 years ago, it would have been completely different. So,
Oh yeah.
um, yeah,
I don't
I
even
think
want
this
to.
would definitely change for future as well. It's just so convenient. Put everybody in a room, even just with one screen, and let's supply connect virtually. So I think, yeah, it will make things much easier for everybody and quicker. Time's precious. You know, I can
Amazing.
remember those Friday mornings we sit there and we wait, for people to arrive. And then we also, it's nice to have that human contact. Don't take me wrong. It's nice, but traffic takes so much of your time. You lose so much time in a day traveling around from one place to another.
Oh yeah.
So
Tell
this
me
is
about it.
yeah. So I think having the comfort of your home there and, or your office, you can have a quick coffee break in between where
Yeah.
normally you'd be on the road and rushing, and you can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it really is. And I do appreciate, and I think that's obviously you're obviously talking also from a training point of view. So for
Yeah.
me, it's actually the same. And I think for anybody else who is joining as well, especially if there are some ITCs or people who are
Mm.
normally not used to coming to an office, or even those who are, if you guys who are now listening and watching, if you are working from home, I know it's an adjustment if you have not done it before, but it saves time for you as well, So um, yeah, it's luckily we can do it. So,
Yeah. And we get used to things quite quickly, huh? It's like in the beginning
yeah,
it's strange and now it's like everyday things. So yeah, no, it's
yeah,
good.
true. But that's also, I think that's South Africans. I think we are more like, adapting to things. If I see how some people, and now I'm coming back to the Corona issue, how people in Europe are protesting and resisting and whatnot. And we are
Mm.
like pretty, okay, well, let's make the most out of it. Let's order online. Let's do our online meetings. Let's
Oh,
work from
yeah.
home.
Mm.
So it's just let's make the most of it.
Mm. Yeah. But yeah, obviously Maldives, how's Maldives doing? How's the resorts doing? Are they getting some
Yeah.
business, Melanie?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
we are getting some business and I'm hoping to have some more. So, guys, I count on you.
Yeah.
It has been good. It has been a little bit of a slow uptake. So, we started again. I think the figures started coming back in October, and obviously, October, November, December was kind of half of what we would normally have had. But it is starting to pick up. I mean, Maldives is open for business. We only need a negative PCR test not older than 96 hours to travel to the Maldives. At the moment, Qatar is flying, and I just heard talking to some people from Dubai, Emirates will come back on the 10th of March. Hopefully, yeah, the connection also, I don't know, you might have more actual or confirmed information, Karen, about that. But hopefully Emirates will come back soon. But yeah, I think it's been going great. There are unfortunately very few destinations right now where South Africans can travel to. So come to the sunny side of life, come to the Maldives. Because it is, and it's all the resorts, they're really jacked up. They really have got their act together with COVID and all of that. I'll focus on it also during the presentations. But it's probably safer to lie on that beach that you're currently looking at than going to a supermarket. I'm not calling any names of supermarket. You're probably safer not to get COVID than going to your local supermarket. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's just wait a few more minutes. You can catch your breath. I think 2 more minutes. Now it's now. So I think it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10:59.
But we only got 26 on, so we'll wait a few more minutes and then we can start.
Okay, 100%. All right, let's do that. Yeah. And I will be on time. I will not really go over time. So this is quick and efficient because I've got my other online meetings lined up. So this is really, great opportunity to just remind yourselves of the property in the Maldives, to increase your knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I'm saying this with passion because I think things have changed so much where I can see the booking trend throughout all the properties my company represents. A lot of people go direct and they cut out the travel trade for various reasons. So I really think, the value we can give as travel trade with our knowledge, with all your experience that you have, I think it's so valuable to really be there for your clients. And for those who are joining as well, don't be shy to approach your client and suggest travel. Our borders are open. A lot of people might have lost money during the COVID or lost their jobs even. But some people also have saved. Some people have savings because they couldn't travel in 2020 early when they had maybe the Easter holiday lined up. So don't be shy to knock on your client's door and maybe share with them your knowledge or whatever you think could work for them. Because I think people are really starting to get ready for travel. I think they are ready.
Yeah. I think, we all, South Africans they like the sun. They like to get out. And for us to, we got all the advertisement going on. But yeah, like you said, be aggressive. You have your clients, your good clients, knock on their doors, give them a call. How's things going? Are you interested in traveling this year?
Exactly,
get a feel. Because clients, like you say, they have their yearly holiday they go on. They couldn't travel last year. They still saved their money. So entice them with some unusual or different destinations they would normally not travel to. And you never know. Yeah.
And also show face. Show them that you're still around. Show them that you're still in the game, that you're still passionate about, the industry you've chosen, and that you're here for them. I think it's really, really important, more than ever.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. So we got almost 40 people on. So Melanie, it's over to you. I'd like to welcome everybody today to our exciting Maldives training with Melanie representing all our Ardron properties. They are beautiful. And of course, Maldives is such a special, unusual, it's paradise. So for those who've had the privilege of traveling, I'm sure you'd like to go back soon. For those who haven't been yet, one day we can all go. So thank you, Melanie, for joining us today and for giving us all the opportunity to learn about your beautiful properties. And yeah, we're eager to learn more. So over to you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Karen, and a warm welcome again on behalf of Darwin Maldives Inheritance ARA. I'll give you an overview. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen a presentation or not, so hopefully I've got some news in between for you as well. So let's get started. Let's start with the access to the Maldives. For those of you who have been, you are aware, and I'm just going to mention again, some people might have heard it already in the beginning when we started chatting. So right now, to get to the Maldives is via Doha on Qatar. Emirates has temporarily pulled out of South Africa, but I've heard today that they will come back, apparently on the 10th of March. There is also, I think Air Seychelles will come back with their direct flight for the school holidays. So access is definitely given. Once your clients land in the Maldives, we take over. So we are there, our airport representatives are there to welcome them and help them with their transfers. So anything within the Male Atoll, whether it's North or South Male Atoll, as we can see here highlighted in red, those resorts are accessible by speedboat, which also means that they do not depend on daylight. And then anything outside of the Male Atoll is either a combination of domestic flight and then followed by a speedboat transfer or a seaplane transfer. So you see I've highlighted in yellow the Ra Atoll, because two of the resorts we're going to talk about are actually in the Ra Atoll. And these are some of my own photos, which I'd like to show you, because a lot of people say, and when you land on Male, you actually don't land on Male, you actually land on at the international airport, Velana Airport in the Maldives, which is here. So it's almost its own island with its runway, as you can see. And here's also the domestic airport where the seaplanes take off. And then you also have the harbor where the speedboats then leave from. And Male is actually on that side over there. And there on the right-hand side, you can see part of the domestic airport when you get onto the seaplane. The reason why you cannot land on Male is because this is how it actually looks like. And there is no space for any plane to land. So Male is really the capital in the Maldives with the whole administration, etc. And you can also see the houses go up quite high because they don't have space to expand. So they have to build up high. So that's just on a side note. We are going to go through the various properties now. I'm going to start with Darwin Club Ranali. And because videos show so much more than just photos, I thought I'm going to give you an intro to each resort by video. You might not hear the beautiful music, so you have to continue listening to my voice as I give you an intro to Darwin Club Ranali. Darwin Club Ranali is a 3-star plus property. It's a really nice property with the overwater villas, the overwater bungalows that you can see here. It is in the South Male Atoll, so arrival by speedboat in only 45 minutes. And it is a very casual resort. Great for honeymooners as well. As you can see here, the beautiful setup. The food is all-inclusive on all the Darwin resorts. It is really a place, come as you are, kick off your shoes, take off your mask, just be comfortable. It's really a place where you don't need a pool because you've got such an amazing ocean around you. Rather smaller island. We've got the standard rooms on the island. We've got a lot of water sports activities on offer as well that are at additional charge. Now we are in an overwater bungalow, just to give you a feel to it. And then the standard rooms. They also have got amazing spa treatments at the Shivana Spa, which is an Indonesian spa brand. That's the main restaurant. You can eat as much as you want. They've got a really nice variety of buffet. These are the standard rooms. And now we're going to step into one. There we go. Really nicely done with great amenities, especially for a 3-star plus property. Lots of things to do for those who want to be active. They also have a nice welcome by management. When you first arrive on the island on your first night, you get a welcome cocktail on the beach. The staff is incredible. It's really a place where you just relax and enjoy yourself and feel at home straight away. So these guys are having fun in the water. So one of the many things you can do at the resorts. So I'm going to give you some more insights. So like I said, a really casual resort, 122 units in total, We are now looking at the standard rooms on the left-hand side and the overwater bungalows on the right-hand side, as we also saw in the video. All-inclusive, that is what we're selling the resorts for in South Africa. This one has got an all-inclusive concept with the main restaurant there with buffet style, obviously adjusted with regards to COVID regulations, coffee shop as well for small bites, and then 2 bars. In addition to the all-inclusive, at additional charge, people can really have a huge variety of water sports activities, different activities that are free of charge. Also the spa and all of the resorts also have got Chinese reflexology. So in terms of the all-inclusive offering, we're mainly talking about the food and beverage. So the beverage also includes alcohol, and then we also have got a silver all-inclusive package, which includes more branded spirits, as you can see also listed on the screen in front of you. So this is just a brief insight to Adara Club Ranali. All of the Adara resorts have got their own house reefs. The one at Club Ranali really stands out because it's got a particularly great house reef for the divers. We're going to move on to Adara Select Miduparu, which is one of the 4-star resorts, which I always like to introduce as an all-rounder. Arrival by seaplane, there we land on water. Welcome at the resort. Beautiful resort. It's got amazing white beaches, quite lush as well. Suitable for honeymooners, as you can see here. I think the honeymooners will have a great time, as well as for families with children, with older children as well. Great excursions, whether it's above or on top of water or underneath the water. Here we see some impressions from diving, so all the divers will be thrilled now to see that. So there we can just see the resort from the top. The spa has recently added yoga and Ayurveda. We've also added some more room types, which I will focus on just now. So for families, I would say, especially for families with older children as well, this resort is really great. There we saw your preferred Instagram spot. Great food and beverage offering. In fact, here we've got the premium all-inclusive. So the food is really, I can vouch for at all of the Down resorts, the food is really exquisite and a nice variety as well. I think we could all picture ourselves now on that chair or doing some water sports activities. So this video I can also make available. And this is actually what we just saw is an excursion to a local island, which is quite a different experience, which is something to keep in mind that just goes beyond just a beach holiday in the Maldives. There's also a cultural, aspect to it, which a lot of people don't even think of. So 231 rooms in total, suitable for groups as well. We've got a nice inventory, and we have also added some more room types, starting with the beach villas. So the beach villas, that's our first room category. The room is fully air conditioned, and then you step outside into your outdoor bathroom with your outdoor shower. All of the beach villas have got direct access to the beach, and you also have your little stoop, as you can see here, before you step onto the sand. This is a deluxe beach villa that we're looking at now. Different kind of colors, and they've also changed the positioning of the bed. So when you wake up in the morning, you actually look straight outside to the beach. Then a new room category, very exciting, is a jacuzzi beach villa. So instead of the outdoor shower, you actually have got a jacuzzi bath, also outdoors, which is really nice. And then we've got also a honeymoon suite. And what we are currently looking at is a honeymoon duplex pool villa. There's only one of those, and there's a reason for it as well, because this room category was actually initially the mock-up room for Heritage Aura. So that's just an in-between, but we have only got one of those on 2 levels with your own private pool. And this is the interior. So this is really a very special treat for especially honeymooners, but not only. In terms of dining, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview of the restaurants, things that you might not see at the fact sheets, different restaurants. Sufura's, our Indian restaurant, Tava with Mediterranean and tapas, Cafe Mars, pizza and street food. So you really have got different kind of locations, but also different kind of flavors, and obviously your private settings as well. Different kind of bars to choose from, where to have your cocktails. And here you can also see some pool games and soccer, table soccer. If you can't do your pub crawling anymore, you can still float up to the bar that is integrated in the pool to get your next drink. And there's another view from the pool on top. So really a lot of locations to enjoy yourselves and indulge. So like I've mentioned initially when we started talking about Miduparu, here we've got a premium all-inclusive concept with a dine-around concept with all the different kind of restaurants, different flavors, lots of cocktails, mocktails on offer, premium all-inclusive drinks. So it's not only your red wine, your white wine, you really have got all these different branded alcoholic drinks included. But that's not all. Besides the cocktails, mocktails, fresh juice as well, obviously your soft drinks. You've got your mini bar fully stocked daily. You've got your amenities that range from dental kit to beach bag. You've got up to 2 excursions included if your clients stay for at least 6 nights, which traditionally travelers from South Africa stay for 6 or 7 nights. So you can definitely include those, which is a sunset cruise and dolphin watching. So I think it's really safe to say that this is the maximum value for money that you can currently get in the Maldives for South African travelers. So I encourage you, if you do get a price match, to really look at what it is included. If you have a price match with an all-inclusive or with a full board offer, just really compare the two, because you will find, especially if somebody likes their drinks, that they will get better value for money with a premium all-inclusive than with just a full board or an all-inclusive that just has a limited amount of drinks available or included. Here we have, in addition to the premium all-inclusive, in addition to the free excursions, we also have got different facilities and services that can be added over and above at additional charge. There's also a beach disco, so that's also why I said initially suitable also for families with older children. This is a really nice island if somebody also wants to have a little bit of action, whether that is dancing on the sand or having some water sports, and obviously the diving as well. So like I said initially, we all have our own house reefs. For those who want to be pampered, the Shavana Spa is definitely there. And I actually had a treatment in this very same room with a water feature. It is really quite a treat. So this is the spa lounge. So like I've mentioned earlier as well, we've added Ayurveda and some yoga as well. So for those who want to really have some more wellness, especially after a very stressful time we had last year and this year still, it might be nice to have some spa treatments. For those who need some extra luxury, the Adaran Prestige Water Villas are attached to Miduparu. So this is your 5-star wing with your dedicated stretch of beach, dedicated pool and overwater restaurant as well. They also have their own reception. Each of the units is attended by a private butler. So you can see each of those overwater villas are split in half. So you've got 2 units in one. So on the one side, you've got your unit. You cannot see the other people on the other side. I've stayed in one of those. If the people next door have a really amazing honeymoon and they are right outside on the deck, you might be able to hear something, but you cannot see. So you are really private, although it looks like it is quite close together. And this is the interior. They've got really nice Bluetooth speakers as well. So this is much more upmarket. The service of a private butler is really extremely pleasant. I've experienced that when I was lying on one of those beaches and then my butler just appeared out of nowhere asking me if I felt like a pina colada. So I think that's also for me, I'd like to share that story because it's really representing the hospitality, the Adaran hospitality, which is very much guest focused and guest centric. Today, no, actually not today, yesterday, Adaran Select Huduran Fushi reopened its doors. We were supporting the Maldives and Huduran Fushi was used as a quarantine center by the government for COVID. It has since then been standing empty for a while, fully renovated and has reopened its door yesterday, which is extremely exciting because it has always been the bestseller on the South African market. It comes in at a very good rate. I think the current specials will continue to be under 30,000 for 7 nights per person on premium all-inclusive. We now just saw the plantation, which is a lot of people actually don't know about, that it's got a plantation as well. Now we're looking at the beautiful overwater villas that we also have. Budaran Fushi is a 4-star resort. Like Miduparo, it's got a 5-star attached to it, as we can see in here with your private butler. Great for honeymooners or VIPs. That's your Instagram spot as well. Different way to enjoy the water. It's a really great resort. It's a vibey resort. It's a resort where you want to go and celebrate with your friends, celebrate your honeymoon. For families and children, it's really great. We do have a kids club as well with lots of activities. So it really is an all-rounder, and we have just extended the book by date for our 45% discount offer. So the package, it is packaged and can be booked via Thompson's Travel. So really great value for money. And this is also an excursion to a local island, which is quite something different as well. And let's have a look. Let's have a look at Huduran Fushi, also known for the surfing, where you can see the wave here on the right-hand side, but I'll touch on that just now a bit later. I'm also going to talk about these little islands as we move along through the presentation. So welcome to Huduran Fushi. In terms of the rooms, 205 rooms in total, so definitely also suitable for groups. It's got a very nice inventory. These are the garden villas with garden view. So if you can stretch the budget of your clients a little bit further, I would suggest a beach villa because you're just so much closer to the beach. Like at Miduparo, we've got the rooms fully air-conditioned, and then you step outside in your outdoor bathroom, which is the door leading here to the left, where you would step outside. Then they also have got deluxe beach villas, which might just be different in colors, and they've got some few amenities like a beanbag, just a few more added things for more comfort. The family beach villa is really great for your families because they've got interleading rooms. So it's basically 2 units together. So you've got 2 bathrooms as well. You've got your king size bed on the side, and then you've got twin beds in here. The rate is per unit for up to 4 people, which is also a really attractive offer for your families. But the capacity of the family beach villa can be up to 6, which means 4 plus 2 more additional children, just in case if you've got some bigger families. And there we can see another view. So really nice and comfortable for those families. And then the ocean villas. So the ocean villas with your own deck where you can just get out of bed in the morning. We saw it in the video as well, and get down into the water for your snorkeling. Also attended by a private butler. You've got your private reception, and it's got like a really fancy coffee making facilities, a coffee machine from Italy. So it's really got, it's another step up in terms of the amenities and what is included. That's the pool area. Here you also have got a swim up bar. They've got a band, live band at night. There's also a kiddies pool on that side. And in terms of dining, the buffets at Huduran Fushi, as at Miduparo, are just amazing. So this is the Sunset Restaurant, which used to be exclusive to the Prestige Ocean Villas, but is now also available as part of the Dine Around concept. You might just have to make a booking for that one. And then we've got the main restaurant, and I've got the most amazing, the offer and the variety of food is really out of this world. This is the Lois restaurant, which you might not have seen before because this is actually more exclusive to our surfers. Now we're back at the main bar. They also have a beach bar. Last time I was in Maldives, I actually saw this. This is quite new, and it's a bit on the other side of the island, which comes in quite handy when you are relaxing on the beach over there and you feel like a drink. You can just quickly go to that bar. So you really have got bars all around on the island. That's the Lohi Surf Bar, very cool. So that's where the dudes hang out, the surfers. And then we've got the Dodi Bar as well. So there is a lot of bars, as you can see. So definitely a place that is quite vibey. Also premium all-inclusive in terms of the offering, dine around concept, exactly the same like we saw at Miduparo. And again, your premium drinks are in the premium all-inclusive package. More activities on offer, lots of water sports as well. So for those who don't want to dive, there is definitely a lot to do on water, or even snorkeling that can be done. So the fins and masks are now also complimentary. The spa for those who want to have a little bit more well-being aspects. And then the 2 islands in front of Fushi are very special. This is the one where you can really have an amazing celebration. I've done this with a group, and we had our own DJ, dance floor on the sand, buffet set up. So they then arrange for little boats to take you across. So this is really a very special place for an awesome celebration, which we had. And then the other one, so that was Bird Island, and we've got Barefoot Island. So this is a Robinson Crusoe getaway, which is really special for honeymooners, something to keep in mind for those brave ones that don't mind being on an island, just the 2 of them. So they even can do some outdoor massage, and then once they are nicely settled in, the staff just leaves them a walkie-talkie in case of emergencies, and then you spend the night here with the love of your life or your significant other. In terms of the surfing, there are special conditions. The surfing has changed. All surfing is handled by True Blue. So if you do have an inquiry, let Thompsons know and they can filter it through to True Blue. It is seasonal, and it's also for more advanced surfers. The rates are a lot higher than what we currently have on offer for our leisure travelers. Reason being is also that the surf pass is included. This is also for somebody who is really so eager on surfing, they will surf every day. Surfing at Hudra and Fushi is not for somebody who's just want to try it or maybe does it tomorrow or something like that. This is really for those who know what they're doing. And it's quite an impressive wave as well. It's quite known in the surfing circle, the lowest wave. So I think that was quite a lot of information within quite a short time. But I think we still have some time if there are any questions, if there's anything that I haven't covered yet. I'm quite happy to give you some more insight. Anybody?
Sorry,
Thank you,
Melanie. Just a quick question. The Sunset Restaurant at Hudron Fushi, is it open yet?
Yes, it is.
It is open. Okay, stunning. Thank you.
Pleasure. Any other questions?
Yeah, guys, your opportunity is here, so you can ask as many questions as you'd like. So you're welcome to quickly come on and unmute. Just by the way, obviously, just also bear in mind that, you know, the premium all-inclusive for our clients out there that's joined our training today is definitely a huge, big thing here. So it gives your clients access to more things. The mini bar, access to different restaurants. So please just keep that in mind when you come across a quote and compare properties. Also, I mean, obviously, Melanie, maybe you can answer the question, what do you prefer, a beach villa or a water villa? Or maybe a combo?
Oh, you're putting me on a spot.
Sure.
Okay. If I would travel with my kids, it's definitely beach villa. For safety reasons as well, although they both can swim, although they would probably want to be our water. It's a tricky one, to be very honest. I like both. I know this is not a very helpful answer, but it depends what you want to do. I think in the case of Milupara and Hudran Fushi, it's also a matter of budget. It's a matter of how exclusive do you want to be? How exclusive do your guests want to be? Or if you're quite happy to be on the island. I mean, an overwater villa in the Maldives is just something. It's really stunning. You also know what you're paying for because it is really an experience. I always feel safe there. People always say, "Oh, don't you feel it?" And what if this and that happens? They are so well built. They really know what they're doing. So I always feel safe. I think if you're some of these very passionate snorkelers as well, and you can get up in the morning and you just put your gear on and you get right into the water. I think then a water villa you will really, really appreciate it. You don't have to walk anywhere to do that. And for honeymooners, I think definitely. Beach villas, you get up in the morning, you're on the beach. I think it also depends where you're from. You know, if you don't have that at home, if you're not close to the beach, I think then a beach villa is definitely very attractive. Yeah, so it's really a thing of personal preference
Sure.
and budget, and also I think the ages of your children, definitely, because even if your children can swim, you as a mother, you also want to have a nice holiday, although we do allow them, but you have to sign indemnity form. But a holiday for the whole family is where you can relax as well, where everybody has got a good time. So for children, unless they are a bit older, I would personally say a beach villa.
Okay. Awesome. Any other questions? Doesn't look like it, Melanie. Thank you.
Don't ask me which my favorite resort is, because then you're going to put me even more.
We won't ask you that. Don't worry.
Just Adaran. No.
Sure.
No, I'm just joking. No, I just
Yeah.
want to take this opportunity to thank all of you. Thank you to Thompson. Thank you to all of the agents who are supporting Thompson's and us. We do appreciate it. If you need anything, if you want me to do a training for your offices or whatever, I'm always happy to help. If you want to just have, you said, well, this was a bit too long, I can give you a 10-minute recording as well. If you need images, I know at Thompson's, you guys have got such amazing image gallery that Karen has set up. So all the information is available. It is up to date. It has just been loaded. So you can also request that information from them or from me. My contact details are there on my website, exclusiveserenity.co.za. There's also a cheat sheet. I never managed to pronounce this correctly, a cheat sheet, where you've got a full overview of all the resorts that are put together, where it is suitable for what kind of stark rating. So at a glance, you've got it all without wading through all the fact sheets, because the fact sheets are quite intense. And a premium all-inclusive, there is a lot included. So if you just want to have at a glance, can't remember, you've got clients, which property would work for them, then you can have a look at the cheat sheet.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Okay, Yella, thank you so much.
Yeah, bye,
good luck
Dankie.
with the rest of your meetings, Melanie. Thinking of you.
Thank you. Thanks. Happy bookings.
Sure.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.